In the most recent novel in the A Song of Ice and Fire book series by George R. R. Martin, Daenerys struggles to maintain the stability in the East as the powerful wise masters who had survived on the backs of slaves for thousands of years resist her, and as a plague known as the bloody flux ravages the people of the East. Astapor, since the time that she took the unsullied and freed the people of their chains, has fallen, and now the former slaves wait outside the gates of Meereen, dying of the flux. Daenerys had done what she could for them, sending healers and spell singers, providing food for them all, even though the city was preparing for a siege. But for all her efforts, nothing could slow the progression of the bloody flux. She could not allow them into the city. The disease would spread, but Daenerys refused to leave them to die. The day Daenerys decided that she herself would go amongst the people and deliver the food to the sick and dying outside the gates, each of her advisors fiercely had argued against it, and some of her advisors believed that no food should be wasted on the dying at all. But Daenerys would not listen. "I will not turn away from them," she said suddenly. "A queen must know the sufferings of her people." Outside the gates, the former slaves called out to her in the tongues of Lys, Volantis, Qarth, and even Westeros, begging for the salvation of their mother. "Mother, please. Mother, help my sister, she's sick. Give me food for my little ones, please. My old father, help him. Help her. Help me." "I have no more to give," Dany thought, despairing. The Astapor had no place to go. Thousands remained outside Meereen's thick walls, men and women and children, old men and little girls and newborn babies. Many were sick, most were starved, and all were doomed to die. The people of the camp had grown so sickly and starved that some had even started to eat the dead. Dany knew that the many dead bodies would spread the corruption. She commanded Grey Worm and 50 of his unsullied to come to her. They had no fear of the bodies. Her advisors urged her back to the safety behind the walls of Meereen. But still, Dany refused to leave her people. Ser Barristan watched with ill-concealed apprehension. "You should not linger here overlong, your grace. The Astapor are being fed as you commanded. There is no more we can do for the poor wretches. We should repair back to the city." "Go if you wish, sir. I will not detain you. I will not detain any of you." Dany vaulted down from the horse. "I cannot heal them, but I can show them that their mother cares." Jogo sucked in his breath. "Khaleesi, no!" The bells in his braid rang softly as he dismounted. "You must not get any closer. Do not let them touch you. Do not." Dany walked right past him. There was an old man on the ground a few feet away, moaning and staring up at the gray belly of the clouds. She knelt beside him, wrinkling her nose at the smell, and pushed back his dirty gray hair to feel his brow. "His flesh is on fire. I need water to bathe him. Sea water will serve." "Marcelin, will you fetch some for me? I need oil as well for the pyre. Who will help me burn the dead?" Seeing the actions of their queen, Dany's men had been shamed into helping her. They helped to bathe those who could not bathe themselves, made sure they were all fed, and by midday, a dozen great fires burned the corrupted dead. The situation that Dany is facing here could not be more critical. She is surrounded by enemies, in a foreign land, and powerful forces seek to destroy her at every turn. Dany chose to help those who suffered, even though she didn't have to. Letting them die would have been easy. Dany chose to lay hands on the sick and show compassion to the common people. Dany chose to fight for those who could not fight for themselves when everyone told her not to. And she did it because she knew it was right. She did it because she understood that a queen is nothing without her people. Dany hurts for her people and risks herself to show them that. Even still, she wishes she could do more. "Mother, please. Mother, bless you, Mother." "Bless me?" Dany thought bitterly. "Your city is gone to ash and bone. Your people are dying all around you. I have no shelter for you, no medicine, no hope. Only stale bread and wormy meat, hard cheese, a little milk. Bless me? Bless me. What kind of mother has no milk to feed her children?" This scene is merely one of the examples from A Song of Ice and Fire, where George R. R. Martin shows us who Daenerys really is. Someone who, even while faced with tremendous obstacles, puts the people before herself.